Alright, Friday update on the S2375. I hit a wall a little bit. So, one thing, I can't find a crank. The cranks just are, they seem to be hard to find unless you go ahead and buy a block. Used blocks are very expensive, $4 grand. Heck, one that don't even turn 180 degrees, they want almost $2,500 for it. So the hood's ready to come off. One of the problems I ran into is up there where the square plug is, it just spins. So I've tried to get it from the inside, so I'm getting ready to pull the front cowl out and just see if it's back there and just has a bolt through it that just came free. So I kind of ran into a little bit of wall just trying to get the actual hood off. I didn't want to go back through with all these old wires and try to disassemble everything that way. Everything looks good, so I didn't feel like messing with it when all I gotta do is, in theory, just unplug it. It's just not going the way I want it to go. So everything else, just trying to find an engine. If any of y'all have a L10 laying around, now this is the mechanical L10. This is not the electrical one. So this one right here is just a straight PT pump. It's just all mechanical. So this is 88. I think somewhere right in 91, 92 areas when the change was, because I've noticed that some of the 92, 93s are the selects. So they have the electrical system in there that controls everything. So if you all have, any of y'all have even a block laying around at L10, please contact me. I'm having a hard time with this. Not to count, once I have started to upload shorts, I have noticed it has dropped the channel's revenue in half. So coming up with an extra $4,000 just for the engine. That's not counting a rebuild kit. If I do a rebuild kit, you're talking about, I think it's about $2,400, and I would always do a clutch. If you've already got it out, put a new clutch in it. Just do yourself a favor. New throwout bearing, new clutch, pressure plate. Just get that done because it's already there. You're a part. Just do it. I know it's more expensive, but it's a saving of a heartbreak and a lot of knuckle busting in the future. Just get it done while you've got it down and out. So there's another grand. So if you add that all up, $6,500 with the cylinder kit and pistons, rebuild kit, $1,000 for the clutch. So you're talking about $7,500. Most of these running good trucks, I have seen a few for about $6,500. So, but you're going to get into their problems. Usually when you get them at that price, they've already got issues. Tires, I used to be able to get these for $250 each. Now they're $350 each. So I've already got 2 new tires on the other side. So we got to do 3 more right here. So you're talking about another $1,000 in tires. Okay. So by the time we're sitting done, what did I say? It was 75. So $8,500. Then you got paint. By the time you get all your paint supplies and everything, you'll have another $1,000 in it. Because I'm not using house paint. It's regular car paint. I've got to decide what to do on this. I want to do a wrap. Guys, what do y'all think? I'm really thinking about doing an American flag wrap on the back. So clean it up, get some paint down, and then get the wrap done. I'll probably go ahead and undercoat the little frame right there and just get everything looking good. So from here, you're looking at, I'm gonna have about $10,000 by the time I do filters, hoses, new clamps, the tires on it, maybe even $10,500 by the time I probably $11 grand by the time I do the lights and redo everything. Some of that stuff's not very cheap, so especially doing strobes. Oh, and I've got to get the little motors for the mirrors. Those mirrors actually extend out, so if you're towing something very wide, they go out just as wide so you can see around it and actually get a view of what you're dealing with. So, and then by the time I upgrade the interior a little bit, actually I might have about 12 grand wrapped up in it. Now the good part of it, once I do get it running and tires on it, technically I can do the other stuff afterwards, except for the cab paint. Once that hood's off, it's getting painted. I'm not going to put it back on without painting it. I'm just going to go and take care of that and then go ahead, and I'll probably trim in around the very edge. So, and the cab's pretty small, so I'll probably just shoot the cab. It's the bed that's going to be the decision, because a wrap can run another $5,000. So that won't be on the agenda at first. Plus I have to get a winch to run the thing, so there's another, $400 or $600. Just depends if I get Harbor Freight winch, or a 12,000 pound winch, or if I go with like a Ramsey or a Warren. Anyways, so this is your update. Right now we're getting ready to move this. I'm gonna go ahead and get it off the trailer. It was a pain in the butt to get it on the trailer, but it should be just about as much of a pain in the butt to get it off the trailer, because once the brakes, since there's no air, the brakes will be chambered right there, so it pretty much just free rolls. Yeah. Anyways, so I wish my YouTube was making the revenue it used to make before I started doing shorts, and I messed up the channel a little bit, because then it wouldn't be that big a deal. But now I have to do side hustle jobs just to pay for the engine on this. So anyways, this is your update video. So we'll get it off here. I will get this hood off, and I will get that radiator out of there and go ahead and pull the engine, just so I can get the crank out. The guy that said he will mic the crank, they charge $50 just to mic the crank, but he says he only has a guy that turns cranks 2 or 3 times a month, because he works at DuPont, so he only does it part-time. So I think I'm just going to look for another block and see if I can just find something and rebuild it. What do you guys think? Wrap or paint on the bed? Let me know in the comments. I'll catch you on the next one.